Hello again, and welcome to another episode of Brenda's Musings. So today I want to talk to you a little bit about reverse engineering. And by that I mean, say you've got a goal and you know, it's for sometime in the future, and you know that in order to get there you have to follow certain steps, but you don't know what these steps are. So say, for example, you decide that you want to lose 30 pounds and you've got 10 months to do it. So that means that, law of averages means you have to lose 3 pounds a month. Okay, so lose 3 pounds a month, what do you have to do? Well, maybe there are certain things you have to take out of your diet. Maybe there are certain exercises you need to put into your diet. Then you have to keep in mind that muscle weighs more than fat. So, how is that going to look? Is it about the number? Is it about how you feel? What's the actual goal? If the goal is 30 pounds, it's 30 pounds. So, okay, muscle's going to weigh more. So maybe you actually have to lose like 35 pounds of fat or 40 pounds of fat. Maybe you have to lose 4 pounds a month. And that's an average. So you know that the first couple of months can be easier to lose that weight than it will be the last couple of months. So maybe at the beginning of the month, you've got to lose 4 or 5, the first part of the year, you've got to lose 4 or 5 pounds a month. And then, you might only have to lose 2 or 3 in the last few months of the year. So there's all these different variables you sort of have to take into effect. And this is where mind mapping comes in and brainstorming. And it's looking at all the different ways that you could, reach your goal. For example, lose 30 pounds. And what that's going to look like. And then you take those goals and then you break them down even further. Okay, well then in 3 months, I need to have lost this much. In 3 months, I need to, the next 3 months, I need to have lost that much. In the last 4 months, I need to have lost that much. And, and then you break it down, per month. And then you break it down per week, per day, depending on what the task is. And so you have a series of tasks, and you know that, okay, in order to reach this goal, these are the things that I need to do today. And these are the things I need to do tomorrow. And these are the things I need to do the next day in order to reach my goal in 10 months' time. So it sounds very logical, and it is. But then you also have to brainstorm about all the things that can derail your plans. Oh, well, there's a wedding coming up. Or there's, we've got 4 family birthdays, and, Aunt Sally gets really upset if I don't eat birthday cake with her. So, I have to factor that into the thing. And you know what? We go out every weekend and I like to have a couple of drinks. So I've got to factor that into it. So there's all these different things that you sort of have to think of on the other side of this scale, no pun intended, that will, perhaps derail your plans. And what are you going to do to mitigate those? So it's actually a really super fun exercise in order, to do, just to dump all your thoughts onto paper. And then I suggest you take things one step further. You take them to the perhaps improbable, but perhaps possible, or some part of it becomes possible, but you may not have thought of it unless you let go of all realistic options. So I want to lose 30 pounds in 10 months. Well, I'm going to go to a gym, like a resort where all they do is sports, and they feed you like fruits and vegetables and like a whole food plant-based lifestyle, and you exercise and you eat really well and you have a cook and but it costs a fortune. You can't really afford to go there, but you write it down anyway. And in writing it down, you think, oh, well, you know what? I can eat more fruits and vegetables. I can do that on my own, So something will come out of some of those ideas that perhaps you could actually implement into your own, realistic lifestyle. Or maybe you get a windfall and you can go to that resort. So you sort of have to think about all of the different ways that you can reach your goal and all of the different steps it's going to take to get there and all of the pitfalls that might come along, like getting out of your own way and what that might look like and how you can stop that from happening or how you can balance it in another way. So it's actually super exciting, and I would highly recommend that any goal that you want to set, that's what you do. You reverse engineer it from the beginning, from what your final stage will be up to where you are today. That's my musing for the day. Have a great one, everyone.